Hi, welcome to my channel, Automobiles and More. Today, basically, I'm with Mr. Chetan.
Hello,
Chetan.
and
Thanks for the review. So, basically, today we are here to review this Skoda Kodiaq, which is a L&K version, the top line version. What we'll do is we'll do a short drive and then check with Mr. Chetan in terms of the car features, what he likes, what he doesn't like, and what other cars he's compared, and so on and so forth. So, here we are, standing in front of this beauty. This is actually the lava metallic blue car. And it looks stylish, typical Skoda look, right? Absolutely, Skoda look. It doesn't look very big, but at the same time, it's a 7-seater as such. Best thing about this particular car is all the sharp edges and cuts, right? It makes it very, very stylish, actually. Right. So what we'll do is we'll just take an inside shot in terms of how this car is in terms of luxury. Basically, this car goes for luxury, right? And then, of course, it's got a 4x4 adaptive 4x4 drive, which is also good. And Mr. Chetan, actually, as you'll hear now, he was actually driving Alto. From there, he has gone into Kodiaq. So we will see what is his experience as such. Okay, come over. Yeah, so today basically is a very interesting car which I'm going to review, and that's going to be on the Skoda Kodiaq. So I'm with the owner, Mr. Chetan here.
Hello everyone.
How are you? So Chetan, first thing first. So this was your car which you purchased sometime in November
2024, yeah.
2024, okay.
Yes.
So what was the previous car which you were driving?
I was driving Alto K10
Alto?
2012.
Wow.
Yeah.
So from Alto to Kodiaq is like, a huge jump.
Yeah.
Right?
I wouldn't call that a step jump. It's like I don't know if it's half jump or something.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations, first of all.
Thank
It's
you.
a lovely color as well.
Yeah.
It's a lava metallic blue, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So what made you to go for this car? I mean, what was the decisions, important decision?
Yeah, so actually we stay in a joint farm. My parents stay with us.
Okay.
So we needed a 7-seater car.
Okay.
Right? So we're comparing 2-3 models here.
Right.
So one was your Fortuner, right? One was the Jeep Meridian,
Okay.
right? And MG Gloster
Right,
came up, and
right.
then we had Skoda Kodiaq.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What about Tiguan?
No, we didn't think about that.
What about Hyundai Tucson?
No, did not come up.
You didn't check that out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what are the comparison and what you liked in this car compared to the other cars?
Actually, Fortuner has been like evergreen.
Mhm.
It's there since I think 2014, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And but it feels like a very heavy vehicle. Right?
Okay.
And
It's also big.
yeah, it's very big actually.
Yeah.
It's not much has changed over many years now.
Okay.
I think the only model I liked then was 2017 model.
Okay.
It's slightly stylish and it felt like, but this gave a very stylish, sleek,
Right.
and a more animal look.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Similarly, MG Gloster, I think it just passed right.
Yeah, that's a big
Besides
one.
that.
Yeah, that's a big one,
Yeah, and that
That's
also
huge.
makes a big statement, right, so to speak.
And so driving in Bangalore, obviously, you would have had all this parameters in place, right?
correct. And we actually needed something which will be comfortable.
Okay.
5+2. Right?
Okay,
It may not be like
It's not always fully loaded, but yeah, okay.
Correct.
Okay.
And the boot space and all you will see, I think.
Okay.
It's pretty big here.
Okay.
270.
Right.
Right.
So basically, you wanted some vehicle which is 7-seater, but not very big,
Correct.
and easy to drive in the city.
Correct.
And parking also, it's not a headache as such, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And what about long drives? You have too much of long drives, or actually city driving?
Yeah, I think once in a quarter we go out, so
Okay.
it must be like 500-600 kilometers in a
Okay.
day that we cover.
Okay.
So we did that in December.
Okay.
Thankfully, we took the vehicle in November. So December was like a holiday season.
Okay.
So the kids had holiday,
Right.
and we went to multiple places.
Okay.
We drove uphill in Yellagiri.
No issues?
No issues at all.
Okay.
I mean, I was like just driving like.
So what mode you drove?
I drove in the regular mode only.
Regular mode, okay.
Yes, not the sports mode.
Okay.
But when we went to Mysore, and from there went to Coorg, the Mysore Express Highway also helped because so earlier we used to take almost 4.5 to 5 hours from Mysore Zoo to home in Bangalore. We covered that in 2.5 hours.
Fantastic. Okay. So did you try the sports mode?
Yeah, that's the sports mode at that time.
For some time only, right?
Yeah, for some time. Yeah.
Okay.
It does a lot of revs. Every time it makes some sound, the family is worried what's happening.
Okay. I see. Okay. Good. So basically you said, okay, so checked on Fortuner, and what about the other cars? What are the other things which you found good in this compared to the other cars?
Actually, because it was an upgrade anyways, I think the
Now, why I ask this question is because everyone wants to buy a car. Obviously, they compare multiple cars, right?
Correct.
So the differentiating factor is what is important. So what is the difference? One you told, unfortunately, it's too big and macho kind of thing.
Yeah. So coming to the controls, right?
Yeah.
I think that is the most selling part I felt.
Yeah.
Of course, it's like a keyless car,
Right.
I think, which is there in Toyota
Correct.
Fortuner as well,
Yeah.
right? But the kind of seating arrangements that you have, 4 or
Right.
5 seating arrangements,
Uh-huh.
the boot space is pretty big,
Big,
right?
right.
And even the fog
I think
light.
with all the seats up, it's some 270 liters, I think.
70 liters,
270 liters,
270,
okay.
that's right.
Okay.
And engine is I think 2 liter, which is
2
good
liter,
enough,
yeah,
right?
okay.
And also the horsepower is somewhere closer to Fortuner, I think.
Yeah.
To around 180, 200.
Yeah.
So that's
It's a
pretty good.
190 horsepower.
Yeah.
190
So
horsepower,
that was
okay.
good.
And 320 Newton meter of torque it is.
Correct.
Which is great actually, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
And the CarPlay, I think that's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. It's
Yeah.
like everything is wireless.
Right, right.
I don't take out my key at all.
Okay.
It's actually in my bag.
Back, okay, good.
Yeah, even now I don't have the key.
Yeah,
right? So it's
okay,
kept out.
okay,
So
okay.
those are some of the control parts.
Uh-huh.
Seating arrangements actually sold me there.
Okay.
And there's a parking mode which is automated.
Automated, okay.
Yeah, so
You tried here?
no, I haven't tried that yet, but I will have to do that.
I think it needs a proper lane marking, I think.
Yeah.
But okay, good.
Yeah, actually, one more experience I wanted to share probably is because anyways the range, the vehicle cost is closing to 50 plus on road.
Yeah, so I'll come to that. So for
Yeah.
example, now when you booked in November,
Yeah.
which dealer you booked in?
I went to the HSR Tough Access.
Tough Access.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
after how many months or something you got this?
Oh, I got in 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is anyway a CKD version, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. And what is the on-road cost in Bangalore?
Yeah, it's come to 50. 51. Yeah.
50. Did you add anything additional?
No, nothing.
Everything came with it,
Everything
right?
just came with it.
Okay, so that is a peace of mind also, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And how was the dealership experience?
Oh, it was amazing. So we had a guy, Yogesh.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to mention his name.
Okay.
So he did everything possible
Okay.
to make sure it was a smooth ride.
Right. Okay.
Explained me all the controls, everything.
Okay.
Of course, there are 70 plus. I think I used not more than 30 plus.
How many languages supports this one?
I think 2 languages.
2 languages.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So-
So Hindi and English.
Yes.
Okay.
And because the CarPlay is inbuilt, everything, it becomes very easy to
Yeah.
control the maps system as well, everything.
So you have the Android Auto Wireless and Apple.
Yes,
Yeah,
Apple CarPlay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm an Apple user, so I use a CarPlay.
Okay.
But my wife's phone is also connected. She uses Android.
Okay. She drives.
Yeah, she also does.
How comfortable she is?
Oh, she's very comfortable.
Very comfortable. Great.
Yeah, very
Okay.
comfortable.
So basically, what you're saying is it can be driven by both men and
Yeah,
ladies at home
absolutely.
without any issue. Though it's big, but it doesn't look big, right? Okay, it's
Yeah.
very comfortable drive on the city. Okay.
Correct, yes.
Okay. And in terms of comfort, of course, it's very comfortable. The seats where I'm sitting, it's very nicely cushioned actually.
Correct.
And it has the ventilated seats as well.
Yeah, it's,
right? Yeah, so
if you want to experience that, we can.
Yeah,
sit
ventilated
on.
seats. Yeah, why not? Anyway, it's already early morning, still it's hot.
I like Bangalore.
Yeah, I know.
It's already started. Yeah.
So that was the dealership, and then what about the service now? Like once in a year?
Yeah, once a year.
Once a year.
Because it's been like 3-4 months now, we haven't even gone for the service yet.
Right.
And didn't even feel like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But typically, you need to book in advance. What's that kind of
Yeah, so they have given a number.
number?
You just call them and then they will.
How many days
come
in
and-
advance, or is it like because?
No, I think actually the amount of people that use Skoda car is also less.
Less.
So you get the service in the 6 days itself.
Okay. So what we're driving basically is an L&K version.
That's
Correct?
right.
Skoda
Yes.
Kodiaq L&K version, which is a Lauren and Clement, which is the manufacturer's, with the initial.
Yes.
But then, of course, L&K basically signifies the top line.
Yeah.
It's a top-end model, what we are driving right now. So luxury-wise, I think obviously that is one of the big factors for you,
Amazing,
right?
yeah.
Right. Obviously, it's very, very luxurious cabin
Yes.
to sit inside.
Yes.
The noise is completely cut off. Like it's a busy road, Sarjapur Road, which we're
Yeah.
driving right now, right?
You literally don't feel
You
that
don't
you're on
feel
the road.
You don't feel on the road, right? And then the ride comfort is also pretty. The way it is
Correct.
tuned, I think it's like for both city as well as highway as such.
Yes. I happen to use
sports mode, obviously, it will become a little more stiffer, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
And you have the off road mode as well.
Road mode, yeah. So that's the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So visibility wise, I think we are okay because the bonnet is visible, right? All road visibility is there. That is not an issue, right? So what are other good things you liked in this car?
Actually, 360 camera.
Okay,
That is amazing. Yeah, the safety.
ADAS is there?
Sorry?
ADAS?
No, I'm not.
Right now, I think the new update which is expected to come in May 2025,
Right.
which was shown in the Bharat Mobility Expo in New Delhi. It's with an ADAS 2 which has been added,
Okay.
and I think they are talking about some facial updates from both front and the back.
Oh, nice.
Okay, the engine is almost the same, but yeah, I think that's going to be coming. But of course, this is what everything else in terms of the airbags. I think it's amazing. Like
yes.
we'll have to see how many airbags are there. So there are 9 airbags in this car, which is amazing. You feel literally cocooned, in case of emergency, and which of course we should not require. But I mean, if it is there, but this is like a tank, built like a tank. Then of course it comes with all the AC, ABS, and EBD and all the stuff. It's got hill ascent and descent as well.
Correct.
So do you try all this?
Yeah,
obviously, right?
Actually, if you just long press on your brakes, and it will just stand still.
Absolutely.
Whatever incline
Absolutely.
And I'm talking about Yellagiri Hill.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. That is nice. Okay. So what are the mileage? Like, let's talk about that one. Of course, in this kind of segment, people don't talk about it, but obviously, still we have to talk about it.
So on the highways, actually, I got slightly higher.
Okay, how much?
It got around 11.
11? Okay, that's nice. Okay.
But actually, just pure city is like 9.5.
Okay, 9.5 the city. Okay, so you drive every day how many kilometers?
I drive at least 15 kilometers.
15 kilometers of the city, heart of the city.
Yes.
Yes. Which is not bad actually. Because there are some guys who are talking about getting some 4-5 kilometers. No, I don't know whether they were driving in most congested area.
No.
I was very surprised because typically at least 8 to 9 you should get, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And one other thing that I liked about Skoda, now that you mentioned about the driving part, so they have this Skoda connected app, which actually tells you how you're driving.
Right, yeah, that's true.
So it has.
What's the score?
So actually, earlier I used to have like at least 7 or 8 abrupt breaks when I used to go office and come back. The whole day it was like 8 push notifications. Dude, now it has come down to 1.
Good.
Which is one is engine on, engine off.
Okay, very nice. So which is good then, obviously.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so that is nice about it. Right. And did you do any off-roading?
Yeah. Actually, we went to a farmhouse. That's where we did the off-road.
Okay.
And I think that was good too.
Okay, so off-roading you did, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you changed the sports mode to 4-wheel drive. Anyway, it's a 4-wheel drive, right? It's an adaptive 4-wheel drive.
Yes.
Right? You don't have any controls here, which changes?
No, nothing.
Yeah, so it's basically an adaptive 4-wheel drive vehicle, which means automatically, depending upon where you are on the terrain, automatically changes, right? Which is extremely good.
Extremely
right?
good. Yes.
Okay, great. So what we'll do is we will just do a quick static shoot as well, and see how things are inside.
Sure.
Right? Okay, so this is the look of this vehicle. It's very stylish vehicle. The color is of course amazing, and then of course it's got the headlight setup which acts as well as the the indicator as well. Then of course here you have the headlight washer as well, which comes up. Yeah, there it is. So that's a very powerful wash. Lovely wash it is. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, right. There's a 360-degree camera here. 360-degree camera, right? And then of course the color is, as I said, it's a lava metallic blue, which is very good. The side profile is very similar to the previous one, not much of change, but it is beautiful. And it's a 7-seater, but it doesn't look very big, right? So it is very comfortable to drive in the city as well. It comes with a 18 inches wheel, right? So that's good, 18 inches wheel. And yeah, so the side profile is fine, and then for the back again, it's very look at the cuts. This is a typical Skoda Kodiaq look, and the back of course is very stylish as well. One of the main attractions of this car, and of course the luxury which we talked about. It's got a decent the ground clearance, about 190 odd, 198 to be perfect, right? So that's the ground clearance, so it's good, not an issue. It's got the Kodiaq badge here, and then of course it's a 4x4. Yeah, it's a 4x4, right? And so here you see the badge, which is the Lauren and Clement, which is basically the Skoda founders. So that's the top line. You didn't get the top line, and of course you have the all-wheel disc brakes. So that's very good. Yeah, so all the wheels get disc brakes, right? So that's very nice. Which from the safety point of view, it's a very safe vehicle. That much is true, because it's a 5-star NCAP rated vehicle. Firstly, it's a safe vehicle as such, and it comes with 9 airbags. I mean, that's amazing. 9 airbags. That's amazing, right? and it has got all the other features like ABS, CBD, and then hill ascent and descent control. So all those things are there in this car, which is not an issue at all. It has got the roof rails and shark fin antenna, and then of course that's a panoramic sunroof which will open. If you open the boot, so you got some 270 liters of space with all the seats up, which is very good. And then of course if you flip these two seats down, then you get about 600 odd liters, which is excellent to move around with a family of 5. And then in case if you flip the center seat, then you end up almost some 2000 liters plus space, which is good to literally shift the entire household actually, right? And yeah, it has the electronic control to close the lid, so it closes automatically, so that's nice, right? So let's go inside and see. Of course there are a lot of parking sensors for parking, plus of course it's got that automated parking as well. Still we have not tried, but then it is very useful if you have the lane markings clearly, then it automatically does the parking for you, right? So that's an excellent feature. Okay, so let's go inside and see what middle row. This again, if you look at the seats and all, it's very polished, very soft, and very high quality seats have been given. And of course even here we can see airbags. That's why I said there are 9 airbags in this car, right? So it's totally safe car, 5-star NCAP rated, and a lot of space inside in the center row as well. And this is the sunshade, so that's given, right? So that's also very nice feature, right? The cabin feels very premium, a lot of bottle holders here, right? So that's nice. And then of course you have the way to get in. I mean, you need to push it back. Of course the back seats are all mainly for the kids, definitely, right? But again, yeah, so it's got all the charging points, and then the 12 volt point is there at the back, right? So that's fine. Yeah, so the lights, basically the instrument cluster as well as the infotainment system is all 10.25, so it's very beautifully done, a cabin. It's got 2 glove box. Yes, correct? Yeah, so it's got 2 glove box. That's the 2-spoke steering wheel with L&K badge, you can see here, right? Okay, so that's a Skoda 4x4, adaptive 4x4, and then of course all the controls here. I like this knobs again, I repeat, because a lot of cars nowadays come fully with electronic touch, and it's kind of a nuisance sometimes when you're driving, right? So this here you have some knobs here, which is good for the basic controls. Yeah, so then you have the parking, reverse, neutral, then you have the mode setups, right? Then you have the automatic parking. This is the one, no? This is a park anyway. Yes, that's park. And then of course you have the mode setup here. Yes. Right? And this is the automatic parking, correct? Yes. And let's get in the front. So when I open this, if you can observe here, this is another nice feature. You can see here, this rubber padding comes out automatically, which is very nice. So you see, it goes back. Can you see that? There it is. So it's very good to ensure that the door doesn't touch any of the hard surfaces, which is excellent. So these are nice small things, thoughtful things, which has been done. Then there is an umbrella holder here, right? So that's nice, right? The door closes with a great thud, which is typical Skoda. So obviously it's a safe vehicle. It's a tank, definitely. And it's all very premium leather, what you can see here. It's all very nice cabin. These are the memory settings from the seats profile. So you have 3 settings here, so you can set it accordingly for the driver. And then of course you have the seat adjustments, front, forward, back, everything. 12 adjustments, no? Yeah, and 12. These are 3 profiles, yeah? 3 driver profiles. 3 driver profiles you have. And then of course airbags all over the place, right? And then even the seat has this L&K badging, Lauren and Clement, right? So it's a 2-spoke and the premium cabin which we see here. And of course this is automatic. You can see there's a dead pedal as well, right? So that's another useful thing. Dead pedal there. Okay, so there's the controls here. So you have the auto headlamp, which is good. This automatically adjusts the corners and all, right? Yeah. So that's there. And then of course your headlamp controls. Then you also have here the control, if you see here, which is for the headlamp washer. Okay, so you can see here there is one here, the control, which is the headlamp washer. So once you put the knob in this position, you will be able to wash the headlamp as well, right? Yes. Okay, so that's great. System, the engine noise is so quiet, it is. Okay. So it's a Canton, right? Canton speakers.
Right.
It's about 12 speakers with speaker and woofers, right?
Yeah, and you can do the adjustment if you want to switch on the left, the rear speaker on.
Okay.
And switch
so
on
individual controls are there. Okay, so these are Canton speakers, and then there's the instrument cluster which is there, and then of course there's your infotainment system, and then you have the there's a cool glove box.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and then you have one more, right? Or it's only one? Yeah, there's one here. So there are two glove boxes, which is very, very handy, right? So this is cooled.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's cooled and this is normal, right?
Yes,
this is normal. You see the material now is very nice, and then there's a speakers here, there's a speaker here, there's a speaker down all over the place. So let's switch on the music system.
Yeah.
Game start.
Wow, this is too good. Excellent, amazing music system. So in your highway and all, you can. It's amazing, right? Amazing. So we've seen all the controls here. It's a nice chunky knob, right? And gear lever. And then of course you have the wireless charger here, then you have the 12-volt charging point, and then of course you have the C ports, which is good. What about USB? You don't have anything. And then of course you have the shutter, you can close it like that, and then of course you have the knobs, which is all very handy. Auto for the AC menu, and then of course this is for your temperature settings, right? Yes. And then auto AC is working, and then these are all the typical controls what we normally have. This is for your ventilated seats.
Yes.
So both you get passenger seats, front passenger, and the driver gets the front. The seats are damn good actually, so comfortable and very nice premium leather it is. Two-tone, right? So that's a nice one. Also, it breaks the monotony. Otherwise, everything is totally beige. Also, is a problem. Yeah. So this is here. What about this one? Do you have the lights here? Okay, so there are lights here, and then your sunroof. Okay, so that's a panoramic sunroof. Okay, full length panoramic sunroof, which is also very good. Okay,
it's popular among the kids.
Play 92.7.
92.7 megahertz.
Thank you. It works, of course. So there's some brake here. There's one particular control called passenger airbag. You can switch off this if you are a sole driver, right? Then there's not necessarily, otherwise it will get deployed in case of an emergency. So that's there nowadays in most of the cars. So now it's from November. Now we are in March, right? So for like 4 months, about 4 months.
Yes.
So any issues you have faced?
Nothing so far.
Any minor niggling issues?
One thing that I faced, because I had gone, as I mentioned, to Yelagiri. So during the downhill, when it's really extreme slope, when I do a hard brake, that time some sound comes, which is common for all Skoda
vehicles. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's basically the braking system.
Braking system.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Any other issues?
No. Nothing.
Any rattling,
No.
or any electronic systems?
No.
Nothing has. All are clear, right? That's it. So it's a completely safe vehicle, right? 5-star, fully 5-star tested, both for child safety as well as for the adult safety as well. So there's a typical Skoda, and there's no exception here. Cabin feels very fresh, great car actually. It's and mileage, I think whatever you told, it looks very, very decent for a car of this size, 2 liter. It's a TSI engine, typical Volkswagen Skoda cars. TSI engine, which is your the turbocharged engines. And then the DSG box obviously is one of the best gearbox you can have. It sits right on top of the gearbox hierarchy. Like if you look at a manual, which is the easiest to maintain, cheaper to drive, then you have the AMTs, and then of course you have the CVTs and so on, and the DSG is your dual clutch thing, which is but then from the maintenance perspective, again, as I said, sits right on top because it's complex, fuel efficient, but at the same time maintenance there is it's a little on the higher side compared to typically other AMTs as such. Okay, gear shifting is smooth, and that's the best part of the DSG, right? Whereas if you take an AMT or something, you'll find the lag is there, but that will not be there in the DSG gearbox. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do a quick drive as well to check how things are. It's an excellent car. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Right. It's a great choice. And the color is also great. Why did you go for white?
The color choice came from the kids.
So they actually it's a brilliant car. It comes in 2 colors, this particular car. Okay, one is a white, and then this is the metallic blue, lava blue, metallic blue. So wow, it's quiet. The cabin is really quiet actually. So quiet. Yeah, so you can see the pull. Oh my goodness. Ooh. If you try sports mode now, it will just jump, I think. moment I just press that, you can see the vehicle is literally pushing me on the seat, actually backside. Wow, oh, man, really good. Power is great. If you put a sports mode, I think it will just fly. Okay, so this road is a little rough, but you can still see that the shocks are tuned in such a way that it doesn't feel that it's not very hard. It is in the midpoint kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there I go. Wow, oh, man, literally it's pushing me on the back. Amazing, very nice, good power. Smooth power shift, right?
Yeah.
That's the best.
Even the brakes can go much.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so one more try again. Oh man,
The distance has become very less.
Amazing. Good power, man. Really, this is the best part of DSG box. You see,
Yeah.
you don't feel that it's changing at all. Right? Absolutely no change because the dual clutch,
Yeah.
it's a seamless change of gear, right?
Yeah.
It's just too good. Okay, I'm going to take a turn and then again do a try. Okay, wow. It's like driving an electrical vehicle, actually. Amazing. Too good. Enjoyed it, actually. Enjoyed it. Very good. And see, it's automatic. See, the shift is all so seamless.
Yeah,
that's the best part of this DSG box, The only the summary, I think, first of all, this is a great car, Chetan, and I think the great selection the color is great. The cabin feels very posh, in fact, for whatever price you paid, and it comes with all the bells and whistles, right? That is no doubt at all. And as you said, everyone in the house can drive, which tells practicality, right? And it's not very big, so you can drive in the city as well. Mileage, what you talked about, and I think it's very decent, 9 kilometers in city and 11-12 kilometers in the highway. It's perfect for a 2-liter turbocharged vehicle, right? And it comes with 7 gas. And top speed is what? You did 140?
Yeah, you did
140.
Yeah.
Top speed is around 200 you can touch, I guess, right? 200 you can touch.
Yeah.
And sunroof, moonroof. Safety-wise, it's complete 5-star car, both for adult as well as for the kids as well. So that's great. It feels like you're sitting in a tank, literally. And the speaker system, 12 speaker system, it's amazing. The music system, right? And it's a great car to go. And of course, as I said, to summarize, there is an update which is happening in May 25 is what they're talking about, and that will have some additionals in terms of ADAS and some slight changes in the front and the back. But otherwise, if somebody wants to go for this car, definitely it's a go from my side as well, and I think it's a great thing. It's a fantastic car, and thanks again for the review. Really appreciate. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye. Any questions, please leave in the comment, and I will try to get the answers from the owner again. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.